Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dating Over 50. This is D Love, and I'm here with G, and we're talking about dating over 50. And so I just posed a question to G. I said, G, what do you want women to know?
In the scheme of things, I want you to know one thing. You have to feed a man's ego. That's what I really want.
What does that, we've talked about that, G.
That entails.
And I still don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
That entails pay attention to the man that you're with and find out what it is to stroke his ego. It takes
Stroking
time.
how? What am I stroking?
You're stroking whatever he needs to be stroked. If he needs to be told that he's looking thin and nice and he's fat ass, he needs to be stroked. If he needs to be told that he's looking thin and nice and he's fat ass, tell him he's looking thin and nice. It's up to you to find out the ingredients to make your relationship work. And if that means some tomfoolery, some trickery, whatever, whatever that means, stroke the man's ego. If you want to be with a man down the line, you do have to learn how to stroke his ego and whatever that is. And
you see the look on my face, right?
Yes, I do. I see the look of millions of people who gonna listen to this face. And I hope they take it and go back and just, that's all you have to do is go look at some and go back and just, that's all you have to do is go look at some examples.
Yeah, did I stroke his ego?
Look at some examples.
Absolutely.
And look at some examples. Look at what your mama done, your granny done. And then look at what you done and look at where you are. And opposed to where they went. They made it to the finish line.
But again, help me to really understand what it means to stroke a man's ego. How do you get your ego stroked? What does it look like when a woman is stroking your ego?
Make me feel comfortable, welcoming. I want to be at your house. I want to come see you. I want to be around you.
So I'm kind, I'm nice, and being thankful and grateful of the things you do for me, so that I'm not like taking it for granted. You never hear a thank you from me. I'm always saying, baby, I appreciate you doing this, and I'm
no,
so
hold
glad.
on. It's not a set formula.
It's not a set formula.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not a set formula.
Okay.
You have to be around long enough and pay attention enough to know what the formula is. Some men don't need that.
Oh.
Enough to know what the formula is. Some men don't need that.
Oh, okay.
Some men don't need that.
But how do I know? Okay, then how do I know when I stroked it right? What's the what reaction?
You're going to get a reaction that shows you that this man cares for me. He's going to grab you. He's going to hold you. He's going to take you somewhere. He's going to do something for you. He's going to show appreciation.
Okay, so then if I get no reaction, okay.
Matter of fact, exclamation point. Because y'all run past south signs and red lights. So you're not getting the reaction. You're not doing something.
Okay, because what I did for the last guy has nothing to do with what this new guy needs. Okay.
Absolutely. Some like it from the back, some like it all type of position, some, and that's just sexually. Some like it just don't say nothing to me and I walk in the door when I get home from work. Don't come to me talking about the baby done this or this, that. Give me 1 hour. Let me just sit down and relax for a second. You have to learn what it is to walk away, and you can't say, well, I won't want to talk to you. But you say, I'm not talking right now. If I'm not talking right now, talk to who you're with. Pay attention to who you're with. Ego stroking is different for everybody. But you have to pay attention. And like you say, you know when you struck the right button because he reciprocate. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you bringing me some water right now. Thank you. I mean, if you got a halfway decent brother.
Oh, of course, that's all we're talking about. Because if you're not that, then we shouldn't be dealing with it. If you're not that, then we shouldn't be dealing with him.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
So we're talking about the man who we want to keep. And so, like you said, if we do some tomfoolery, meaning he cooked again, if that's his thing. So if he wants to cook, and even though he's not the best cook, I still need to let him know or believe or encourage.
If you're his friend, you don't encourage it. No, that's what I'm saying.
This is why we always have this conversation, G, because I don't understand.
No, you do understand. You do understand. You don't want to understand, because what I'm telling you is if you pay attention to the man, press my head when you said the cooking and all that. I have a friend that the guy thinks he could cook his butt off, but the woman is like, he can't cook. And she asked me how to. I tell this man that I don't really like his cooking. I said, well, you start showing him. When he make a dish, you make a dish too. If he makes some potato salad, you make something to go with it. And then he makes some potato salad, you make something to go with it. And then he starts saying how good your cooking is or whatever. And he'll see. If he got any appetite, he'll see. And then you just start telling him down. If you're friends, you start telling him down the line, you be able to laugh. Well, don't you make none of that potato salad no more, boy. I thought I was eating rocks. you'll be able to laugh and talk with them. It all go back to being a friend. You got my bath water in, something that you know I love to relax. Do that. If you know I don't even want to come home when I get off work, I like to go straight out with the boys or something, don't say nothing to me when I get in. Just still have the dinner ready. If that's what you was going to do. Don't say I had dinner ready. Don't say I had dinner ready for you at 5 o'clock. You just getting here at 8. If you cook dinner, you cook dinner and I'm eating. So there's no need for the argument. You know who I am. You get to know the person who you're with.
Okay.
So that's part of feeding the ego.
Okay.
Don't start arguing. You don't need no argument. I ain't never been no homebody person. I'm not about to start being a homebody person. I'm not about to start being one because I'm with you. I don't come home after work. You're not putting me on no schedule where it's, okay, he should be here by 6. He didn't come home at 6. You start calling. Where you? No. I get home. When I get home, because I'm grown, hopefully I'm going to be the man, sweetie, I ain't come and give you something. Know who you're with. And that's how you feed a person's ego. And vice versa. I'm going to know who I'm with. I'm not bringing you home flowers and you hate flowers. It's a waste of money to you.
Okay.
So I have to realize it's a waste of money to you, D-Love. I'm not bringing you home no flower. I may bring you home some earrings. I may bring you home something to eat.
Right.
That's feeding the person's ego.
Right, okay.
That's what I'm feeding the person's ego.
Right, okay.
That's what I mean by that.
Well, you see
Find
somebody
out.
who knows what you like and don't like, and is
Absolutely.
doing those things and not doing them. So that's what it is to
Absolutely.
feed a
You're
person.
catering to your
You're catering to
significant
them.
other.
Right. Okay. So you're doing the things they like, trying to not do the things they don't like.
Mm-hmm. And you're adding on as you go.
Okay.
So what you like. Because you've done for me so well, I'm willing to go somewhere with you because I don't normally go to the bars, but if that's what you like and you do what I'm like, I'll go to the bar with you once.
Now, do I need to let them know I'm doing this? Because so we never do that. You never say,
do that.
I'm
Never.
doing this just for you.
No,
None
never
of that.
pump your chest.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
again, I could tell when you're doing something just for me.
Okay.
Because I'm paying attention and I know what type of, again, we're not talking about 30 and 40-year-old. We're talking about 50-year-old people
Right.
that don't necessarily know better, but should know better.
Right.
If not, you should be willing to learn it just because you ain't learned it all better.
Right.
If not, you should be willing to learn it just because you ain't learned it all these years.
Right.
So you have to know whatever I've been doing for these last 30, they get it done. So let me listen to something else different now. So you listen to the person, you become his friend, and you grow from that. You implement some of the stuff that you want.
That. It's
No,
not,
no,
I did these
no.
3 things, he should be doing these
No,
3 things.
not at all.
It should be, I did
No,
3,
no,
I'm going to
no.
do 3 more, I'm going to keep doing my 3 until, and then if he ever does, then he does. It's not, I'm not looking for.
As long as he's not degrading you or doing nothing along the line where you're doing, he's throwing it back in your face and stuff like that. No, grow. That's called growth.
Okay.
And every you're doing, he's throwing it back in your face and stuff like that. No, grow. That's called growth.
Okay.
And everybody should still be growing. Because when you stop growing, you die.
Okay.
So it should be growth. You should be nurturing him. He should be nurturing you.
Okay.
Putting some type of ingredients that make me grow. Don't be feeding me poison. Give me something to make me say, hey, I like this guy.
I like that.
Oh yeah, I'm going back over here today. I want to see D-Love again. That girl may crack me up. Cause sometimes it ain't your cat. It ain't your sex. Sometimes she crack me up, and I need that crack up. Cause over here she getting on my nerve, and I just need. What's it called? What was that song we grew up on? Cause see, the cleanup woman is easy. Cause I'm just coming in to get that laugh from you. I'm coming to get that sex from you. I'm coming to just go out with you out of town. It's easy. She got an easy job.
Exactly. She doesn't have to deal with the whole 24 of you. She just gets that piece
Absolutely.
you give her.
Absolutely.
She enjoys it. She makes sure you enjoy yourself. Enjoys it. She makes sure you enjoy yourself, and she's gone.
So
She's
what
cleaned
you
up.
try to do at your house is make it like you the cleanup woman. Make him enjoy his house. I had a friend. She went as far as to build a whole bar in the basement. He kept on saying, I like drinking. I like doing it. I like enjoying my friend. She invited 3 or 4 of his friends that he always say he out with. When he came home, they were down in the basement. He had went out of town. He was a trucker. He went out of town. She had built a bar, basement, and everything. She said it saved her marriage. To this day, they together. Now he go downstairs. He wasn't lying. He wasn't going tricking off. He just enjoyed being with his friend. Now they be right a saloon down there or something. They laugh, talk, shoot. All the stuff that he was doing out there, he do it in his basement, in his man cave. And then she said she loved because she was worried about him coming home drunk and this, that. So she adapted. He wasn't lying to her. First she thought, when she had called me, I said, what if he ain't outside with another woman? If he just enjoying? I said, have you ever pulled up a song with another woman? No, but I just think, I said, well, what can you do? What can you do? And she liked drinking, but he just wouldn't take her all the time.
Okay.
So, but now she'll stay up there sometime. Now it got old, like everything. Like I told you, we push that pause button sometimes.
Right.
It got old. Now she ain't got to go out there. Like I told you, we push that pause button sometimes. Right. It got old. Now she ain't got to go out there. He go downstairs. He invite them over. They come over to his place. But she ain't got to worry about him drinking. She ain't worry about no woman. It's all happening downstairs. And then he can mobile up downstairs or she can go downstairs. And it's fine. You adjust at 50 years old. Anything after 50, you make accommodations. You know what you ain't gonna do. Stop it. Y'all kill me with that. I'm not gonna take no man with this. I'm not gonna take no man with that. Yes, you are. Or you gonna take a woman. I don't know what to tell you. What you go, and then a woman gonna be worse because you're getting you. Now you really gonna see it. You're a reflection of you. So you asked me what would I do different than what would I do.
What would you tell women to do?
I would tell women to pay attention, and I'm big on that, and make the important part fun. That's the most important. Friends first, fun second. But they got to be hand in hand. After 50, because again, half of us have worked all hand. After 50, because again, half of us have worked all our life. We done went through what every black man go through, the ridicule and all the other stuff to come along with it. And at this point in our life, we can ride this Black Lives Matter wave. Hey, we only gonna matter for another year or so. So we gonna ride this out with aim, at least pay attention to when they messing with us. And we just want to be treated right.
And you just want peace at this stage
peace.
Too. Okay.
It's everything.
Everything. So as I'm getting to know you, because I'm dating, I'm trying to figure this out. So I'm coming in with peace. I'm not trying to put any peace. I'm not trying to put any stipulations on, I'm not going to do this. We only going to do that. We only going to do this on this time, and just enjoy the person that I'm trying to get to know. Mm-hmm. See if we can become friends, because that's the key. And if we have enough in common and things that we enjoy together, whatever, and being friends, and then the rest of it will happen.
And even a friend, it won't be a label.
Right.
It just happens.
It just happens. So I'm just enjoying this
Don't
person.
label talking about we friends, because once you start doing that, now you telling him, we just friends. Now you sending a signal to him that we just friends. No,
I'm saying we just getting right. We're just being, and we're just flowing with it.
So there you go.
I'm not looking for labels or whatever. I'm just looking for that person, looking to see whether or not, like you said, we have things in common, we're compatible, and then we just let that grow and do what it does, and not worry about a label, and not worry about how much time we spend or whatever. Just as long as the time we're spending together is the time we are enjoying.
Correct. And you know one thing a man hates?
What?
When you put pressures on him. When you tell us, I'm 55, I ain't got all day. Well, you knew all that when you were 35 and 25 and 15. You knew you didn't have all time. It's just a little bit more relative now, but you knew it then too. I don't want to hear all that, because I'm 55 too. And I ain't got all that time to be dealing with you. How about that? Don't put all that label. Don't put all the stipulations. Just like enjoy, not him, life.
There you go. Just enjoy life.
Just enjoy
the rest
life.
of this stuff is going to happen.
Yes, the rest going to take care of itself.
That's going to take care
Enjoy
of
life. It doesn't have to be a man, woman, dog, child. Just enjoy. Make sure you put something on your list that's going to make D-Love feel good. Put something on your list that's going to make D-Love feel good today. Father's Day. Prime example. Yesterday. I got up. I went and got a facial. Never had a facial in my life before. I woke up, the lady was massaging my arms, my hands. I'm thinking, this is some beauty. Now, that little blackhead stuff I couldn't get with. They was kind of pressing kind of hard. I didn't know nothing about that. But that day, later on, I was with my kids, but my daughter came later on down the line. But I had already done what I wanted to do. So if I didn't get with my kids, I was fine. Because morning, as my mom would say, I took care of myself. When you take care of yourself first, everything else gonna fall in place. Take care of yourself. Don't brag on that you take care of yourself, because it's your job to take care of yourself. And then illuminate, be a light to somebody else after that. Because I felt good all yesterday. And then when I saw my kids, be a light to somebody else after that. Because I felt good all yesterday. And then when I saw my kids, it was just added. But I'd already done what G wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And that's where men are over 50.
And women need to catch up.
Shit. Ketchup, mustard, relish. You better do something. You better.
Get on the dog.
You better do something. You better be some type of condiment. You better get on. You got to catch up. Yeah, you're right. You got to catch up. Mustard, relish, onions. You better do more than just catch up. Because the bus is going. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. We have left the stage. For real. We left. You know, we done what y'all want to do for a long time. We did. Y'all was the pretty ones. Y'all matured faster. You know how it went. Y'all was built up before we was built up. All that stuff. Y'all was. We finally caught up. Now we ain't going for all the stuff, the same tactics that you used before, that your mom taught you and your grandmom taught you.
Right. Keep your legs closed.
Right, yeah, all that stuff. We ain't
Wait
going
till they
for
marry you. Put a ring on it.
Keep your legs closed you want to. I'm going to the next open. I'll be at the next opening.
Because there is one. Right down the street.
If I couldn't get off at that exit, I'm pretty sure I'll get off at the next. So I'm going to be open. Period. Now, and I'm going to see what I see when I get there. But again, it's important that women recognize that men are not the same. And women are not the same. And recognize that they're not the same. And women are not the same. And recognize that this world and change its values. All that have to be included. People just found out during this COVID thing that they don't even like who they with. They needed to be out the house for 12 hours.
To make the other 12 enjoyable.
Exactly.
Bearable.
Is that bearable? And you still want some me time as a friend.
Yeah. You know I'm big on me time.
Yes. But don't be so much me time where you be with just me.
That's the problem.
Right.
Get that balance.
Get
right?
that balance. It's important that you get the balance. So I suggest that all women pay attention to what's going on with the man, not significant other, not the friend, just with the man, with life. Pay attention to what's going on in life and enjoy it. So if he didn't go out, have something else to do. Don't point fingers. Just have something else to do in life. You don't have to sit and make it. If you was going bowling, go bowling. If you was going out to the show, go to the show. And so I was going to the show. Can I join you? Come on. I'll meet you up there. You don't have to change any plans, anything, until it's time to change plans. But when you start saying, well, you didn't go bowling with me or you didn't do this, that's too much for a man that's over 50. Well, go bowling by yourself, girl. Stop playing. I went bowling by myself and picked me up a couple of things. And picked me up a couple of things. And they wasn't all pins.
Yes, I am going to be the manager of this show.
Right. So, no, it's important. I just want to tell every woman out there, it's important that you pay attention to what you're doing down the road that you want to go down and enjoy the things that you want to enjoy, and somebody could come on board and enjoy them with you. Let them get on board. That's it. And let them be on board until it's time to get them off board. But don't have all these stipulations and all this stuff. In order to get on this bus, you gonna have to do this and do this and do that. Okay, excuse me, I get the Jeffrey. Do that. Okay, excuse me, I get the Jeffrey bus. Then I'm cool. I ain't gotta have this bus. I'm gonna get the charter bus. Excuse me, I'm gonna get the charter bus. I'm cool. They just miss me with all these stipulations on that after 50 years old. You trying to tell me what to do after 50? Come on now. You didn't catch nothing all doing it before 50. Now you won't tell me you still doing it now. You didn't catch nothing all doing it before 50. Now you won't tell me you still telling somebody what to do. Sit down somewhere. Get a seat in the corner. And I'm going to the other corner to play with the people playing and having fun.
Oh, gee.
I'm just saying, it's important, ladies, to live life. And don't depend on nobody else to live it with you. Because you came here by yourself, you're leaving by yourself. I don't even care if you're a twin. You came out at different times.
They weren't pushed out together, huh?
No. You came out, but it wasn't at the same time. To be a friend. And first be a friend to yourself. Because you know what I tell you all the time. And the event, they tell you soon you get on a plane. Take a plane ride. They give you life lessons right there. In the event that we should lose pressure, the mask's going to fall. First, secure yourself. And then you can help others. That's it. But see, the woman think because that their profession is this and they think they secure it. But that's that mask that they have. That don't make you secure because you got all that. You got all that without nobody. And you want somebody. So your whole, because you do want somebody to share it with. And that's not just the woman, the man too. They just later on down the line, when they exhausted all their possibilities. And you all don't want to wait for that. But I'm telling you, you don't have to wait for it if you be a friend.
Okay.
We'll press pause button sooner than what we thought, because now you're teaching us some stuff. Oh,
that
man.
you can do this.
That
you can do this.
That you can do with this one woman. And most men have enough women right now, they go sit down. If I have another woman again, I'd be cool. I don't have enough. I had mine.
Yeah.
Hold on, I don't need you to. Now, why you just gonna say yeah?
I'm
like
sorry,
that?
I'd have to come aside
right,
on that.
right,
Okay.
Right. Let me tell my story, his story, not her story.
Talking to your friend.
Right.
Who knows a little something.
Right. But yeah, I think it's important that you first learn you, and then you could learn how to cater to a man's ego. And don't look at that as a task. See how you rolled your ass soon? I said cater to a man's ego. You still rolling your ass 15 minutes after the show. 15 minutes after the show. It's embedded in you. It's okay to cater. That doesn't mean that you're doing something bad. You're just trying to bring something good along. That 9 times out of 10, a man don't even know he got in him. So you saying it's a task, and really you just teaching. We don't know, because I didn't even teach what mama and them taught y'all to have fun. And a woman gonna come. And I ain't never been white, so I can't tell you how other people look at it. But from the black families that I know, the woman was raised to be strong and to get it on her own. Especially our mothers, because for some, they was pretty much telling you, don't live a life that, because for some, they was pretty much telling you, don't live a life that I lived. Because they were somewhat scorned, so to speak. But they really don't know how much. I thank my mother every day I see her. How all the stuff that she instilled in us. And yet, people think it's growing old now. Character can never grow old. Character can never grow old. If it does, it's better, it's like wine. But you still have to deal with the times. And that's what the miscommunication is coming. Because other kids are being taught different things. And they're learning different things. And they're applying different things to their relationships. And it doesn't sit well with us or something. I heard Phil Jackson say in his book, what he say? The best players taught him. He didn't teach them. Because when you are Michael Jordan, there's something that's a God gift. Phil Jackson couldn't teach that man how to do some of the stuff he done. It was gifted. Phil just had to tell him how to monitor. You ain't got to jump to how old time. We're gonna need you for 10 more years. So he told him how old time. We're gonna need you for 10 more years. So he told him, no, get a jump shot, do a fadeaway, learn different stuff. And that's pretty much what this younger group is telling us. We need to learn different stuff, and that's catering. And that's not being married. They care less about being married right now. They care about having fun.
Yeah.
They ain't interested in no 30-year jobs. 30 for what? What we doing 30 years anything? My son told me the other week, if they're not paying me enough, I'm leaving. I said, why don't you try to establish something where you could be? He said, they ain't doing that no more. And he's right. They do podcasts and make millions. They do TikTok influencers. Yeah. And here I am trying to tell you how to feed the ego, and these kids influencing millions. And I'm trying to get one D-Love to just feed one man's ego. These kids are influencing millions and getting paid. I'm just saying, we have to change somewhat. We have to be in. We have to learn, and we have to get better at whatever it is we try to accomplish.
Yeah.
And the main thing we should be trying to accomplish is live life and have fun. And the rest of
I'm dropping the mic. G, I want to thank you. Now, mind you guys, I get all this wisdom every day, or, whatever he can find time to squeeze me in the chit chat. But I have learned a lot about men from G. He's kept it real. From G, he's kept it real for me.
my real. I kept it
His
my
real, exactly.
And I explain that to you all the time.
All the time. I can't look at his life.
Absolutely. Please don't go by me. But I'll just tell you what didn't happen to me.
Right. Exactly.
Again, I tell you all the time, a smart man knows everything. A wise man knows when to apply it. And by over 50, we should be having some type of wisdom to go with it.
Yep, some kind of wisdom. And so I hope you guys have gotten your wisdom today. again, like we said, it's just one man's opinion, but again, there's some men that you found that share some men that you found that share this opinion, and now maybe you have an understanding of where it's coming from, and it's interesting to hear a man's view on some things. So again, this is please leave your comments, suggestions, and questions below. Subscribe to the channel button so you'll know when the next podcast or episode drops. And again, this is D Love wishing you peace